Assalamualaikum to our lecturer, Ustazah Norizan Othman, and my fellow friends. My name is Amir Rizwan, grouped with 4 others, which are Amira Wahidah, Ainuha, Wan Kuratu Aini, and Aina Azliana. Today, we are going to present our topic regarding Maxim 32, Al-Tasarruf ala Ra'iyati Manutul bil Maslahah, and Maxim 36, Ma Haruma AKHZHU Haruma Ittahu. Our first case is insane man trying to lead the prayer, and second case is working in place that contain the prohibited element. Al-Tasarruf ala Ra'iyati Manutul bil Maslahah. Al-Tasarruf mean the action, behavior or conduct, which carries the meaning of the person who is qualified and responsible over others. His action and decision made shall be for the benefit of the person he care for. Ra'iyati mean to guard or protect, where literally in the Maxim carries the meaning of subject or citizen, as they are supposed to be under the care and protection of the government. As a whole, this Maxim carries the meaning of those who have power over others, whether public or private. Their action and decision should create benefit for them in their cares and guarantee their best interests.
Next case study. A man was arrested by the police after raging and disturbing the congregation who are in the mosque of the Sultan Ahmad Shah one afternoon. The man acted aggressively after his desire to become imam was not allowed. This incident happened around at 3:30 p.m. The mosque security calmed the 40-year-old man before contacting the police. Kuantan District Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Nur Yusuf Ali said 2 of police officers were directed to the location after receiving a call regarding the incident from the mosque. The man was quite aggressive and in condition of insanity. The police then took him to Tengku Ampuan Hazan Hospital for examination, he said. Muhammad Nur said the doctor confirmed that the man whose address was at Rumah Pangsa Alu Akar here was insane and was arrested at Wat Dahlia at about 11 last night. His family members have also been informed of the man's arrested, he said. The incident was shared via the Facebook of the Sultan Ahmad Shah I. Based on this case study, we also have an observation by this survey. We are asking about the questions that related towards the legal Maxim. Our first question is, who will responsible of choosing imam in Malaysia? And we have a multiple answer. For example, JAKIM, a government, and also the Prime Minister. And most of the respondents says that the one who are responsible toward choosing imam in Malaysia is JAKIM, Jabatan Agama Islam in Malaysia. And 2 of them were choosing government and 1 of them were choosing Prime Minister. And our last question is it each state in Malaysia has their own Islamic authority? And then luckily, all the respondents say that yes, and might be 1% from the 98.9% say no.
Next, I will explain about the application of Maxim 32 in our case. The application for Maxim 32, it had mentioned about those who have an authority over others. Their action should give a benefit to other people. According to our article, it mentioned about an insane man was trying to lead the prayer at the mosque. In this case, obviously, this man don't have any ability to lead the prayer because he did not fulfill any condition for being imam, which is, man must be sane or sound mind. Ibn Taymiyyah related consensus regarding the invalidity of an insane person lead the prayers is same like a drunk person lead the prayer. If his prayer is invalid itself, automatically it is not valid for others. So, Pahang Islamic Religious Affairs Department as a party who have an authority to avoid this issue from happening again, they should appoint the right person that fulfill the qualification for being imam by doing an interview to ensure that the person is truly qualified to lead the prayer. For instance, in terms of his recitation in prayer is right and accurate. Moreover, the imam that been chosen must be knowledgeable because the prayer is not valid except led by someone with recitation, fiqh, uprightness, and the ability to perform the pillar of the prayer. The one who is ignorant of recitation or fiqh cannot validly lead in prayer someone who has knowledge. The purpose is to ensure that the prayers of the congregation become valid, and indirectly it will give a benefit for those who follow the imam.
In a conclusion, the Maxim al-tasarruf ala ra'iyati manutul bil maslahah, which is act of task with authority over people, must take into account the interests of the people, means the government has authority in acting and making decisions that lead to interests of the people. In the case discussed, news from Harian Metro state that the insane man was trying to become an imam in a mosque. However, he was unable to become an imam because the government act to appoint qualified imam who benefit all congregation or people.
Maxim is about what is prohibited to take is also prohibited to give. Ma HARUMA AKHZHU HARUMA i'tahu. Literally, the word of haruma, yahrumu, means to be or become forbidden, prohibited, and unlawful. It applies to every act that the lawmaker has strictly demanded to be avoided in Sharia terminology. Avoidance carries a promise of a reward, while committing carries a threat of punishment, such as riba. There are two exceptions for acts done for a legitimate purpose and to protect legitimate rights recognized by the Sharia. The case study of this maxim is about, as a Muslim, they do not allow to involve to any item that related with an element of haram, which is pride, alcohol, drug, and non-halal item. Based on Quran, this included in the category that prohibited. The article reported by Muhammad Afif in Republica are about working in a restaurant selling alcoholic beverages. The issues are about a Muslim person who's working as a waiter at a restaurant that vended 99% halal beverages and dishes. But the owner also convinced the wine, beer, whiskey. At the same time, he also needs to serve a variety of menu, either halal or non-halal, to the customer, such as Muslim and non-Muslim. He also mentioned that he is trying to find another restaurant that did not have any element of haram, but his contract unwilted and don't have a passport.
Based on our research for this statement, 8% say no and 85% say yes. For the last question, 10 respondents had experience in working in industry that contain the prohibited element, and the rest never worked in this industry.
The application under this maxim state that what is prohibited to take is also prohibited to give. By referring to this case regarding the sources of income earned is not haram, but the law is more to shubha. This is because even if the Muslim waiter is not preparing or eating the non-halal food, but indirectly he is involved in delivering food containing alcohol to non-Muslim customers. Although they are only 1% of illegal goods while the rest are halal, it is still considered haram and prohibited. Applying Maxim 36 in these cases due to the fact that the law of origin of alcohol is prohibited. So, all acts related to alcohol are also prohibited. Confirming with Mufti of Federal Territory Malaysia, if a person's income is mixed between haram and halal, then the income is not haram, but disapproved or makruh. So, it is better to try as best as possible to keep away from jobs whose income is from dubious sources. For the justification, first, the waiter was advised to look for a job that does not have any shubha because it is more peaceful. Due to the technology development, he also can create a new job through online and refuse the order from his boss. Second, even so, if he finds it difficult to find another job due to certain circumstances, then it is permissible to work in that place on the condition of hating the suspensions carried on by the company, while at the same time striving to find other jobs that are safer and more reassuring. This coincidence with the word of the Prophet Muhammad SAW, leave what you doubt and take what you do not doubt. As the conclusion, the maxim ma haruma AKHZHU haruma i'tahu means that when the Sharia prohibits taking a certain things, it means that it's also prohibited to give to others. Like the word of Prophet Muhammad SAW, which whoever protect himself from any shubha, then in fact he has saved his religion and dignity.